Now we're recording. Hello, welcome
Hello.
to Jace. With me,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
excellent. With me today is Natasha Singh. She is a passion clarity coach by calling. She helps with entry and mid-level professionals to figure out talent, which they can turn into passion and strategize the way ahead for their life. I'm super excited to bring her story to you guys and be on with you. Is there anything else you'd like me to add to the introduction, Natasha?
I think you have actually pretty much summed up whatever I do. I think there can't be a better start to that. So yeah, I'm very excited to be actually here on this call with you. So thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, everybody has a backstory. What was your life like and what caused you to transition into coaching?
So to be very honest, the reason I became passion clarity coach was Bryce, because this topic is very close to my heart. I have been someone who for a decade was absolutely clueless at what I'm supposed to do in my life. I mean, I've been that person who has been blessed actually to be a part of some of the greatest opportunities I can have. I work with some of the most prominent names in my industry. I'm literally been a part of professions that raise a lot of eyebrows. But somewhere, even while I was working at it, it never satisfied me. I mean, before being a passion clarity coach, I was that perfect example of how you should not be like.
Uh,
Trust is, I was an escapist. I've jumped a lot of jobs. I've jumped a lot of industries. Nothing satiated me. Somewhere inside me, no matter how honorable the work was, somewhere deep inside me, I always felt that this is not for me. One problem, one big issue right in my face staring, and I used to run away from that. I was like, I can't deal with it. I can't handle it. So that's how my life was when I can do a before and after, my life before this it was altogether a different person.
mm,
And while working for 10 years, like that, where, you go to the office, you open your laptop and you literally dreading the way you like all those dreadful hours that you put in,
mm,
and not feeling that the value of having a productive day. And at the end of the night, you just have one question that everyone talks about: following your passion. Everyone talks about, you should be loving what you do, because then it doesn't feel like work. So for me, all those things it was such a mystery for me. I was so intrigued by all of that how do you exactly figure it out? Like, what do you do? How do you actually get to know? Because for a lot of people, they get that clarity right at the start, that, what, this is what my thing is. I feel home when I'm doing this and I can keep on doing it. But for me, that clarity never came. I used to think that I really wanted to be a travel anchor. Why? Because I can go to all the exotic destination on the expenses of a company, and I get paid also. And I love travel. So I was one of them who used to think that I can be a really good travel anchor, because I think all of us do think like that. That the way we connect with places, no one else can feel that intensity, and no one else can literally imbibe that place that I can. So I used to come from the same school of thought, and you can literally say that I manifested that opportunity in my life, because I got an opportunity to work with one of the biggest travel channels, and not as an anchor, but in the marketing department. But that actually gave me quite a straight up and close glimpse of how the anchoring world works. And when I looked at it, and I was like, I don't think so that this is my thing. And that was the point where I really started doubting myself, that I don't even like this. I don't like that. I'm not comfortable here. I'm not happy there. What exactly is it that can really make me happy? So you can say that last year, when one of my companies I was working with, and it got shut down because of the financial crisis they were dealing with. And that was the moment, you can say, that life cornered me, and I had to ask myself this question: that, Natasha, you can't keep on going like that forever. You really need to address the elephant in the room and recognize that what is it for you. So that was the point of time when I started digging and scratching the parts of my brain. And you can say that this literally came, I think I was asking the universe to guide me, where should I go? And the answer came all by itself. You can say, like, one fine day, I was in my Instagram feed just browsing, and this ad popped up, and I was like, okay, let's go. let's at least go and check out what exactly is this. And Bryce, to be very honest, for the first time in my life, I felt emotional about a profession. Like when I heard them talking, for a moment I was literally teary-eyed, because I was like, this is exactly I was looking for all my life.
Mm.
And that made me take the decision. And when it came to actually identifying what niche I should have as a coach, I thought that because I have literally suffered for that long, not knowing that what I should be doing. And after that, I've spoken to a lot of students, a lot of entry level professionals, where they start something, they are in it, but they're not enjoying it. They're like, this is not for me. And I understand that frustration. So when I speak their language, they literally get me when I'm telling them that what exactly you need to do. So I thought that there can't be any better niche than what I have gone through, because that is my pain point. I think I'll be able to represent it better, and I'll be able to, convey that frustration and that solution to them in a better way. So yeah, here I am being a passion clarity coach and absolutely loving it each and every day of my life.
Okay, yeah, that's really great that you're able to find something that not only you were passionate about, but you can transfer that passion. So so you talk about manifestation. Do you still do manifestation work? Like, what are you trying to manifest in your life now?
Right now, so with time, to be honest, I think when we heard about manifestation and visualization, we all used to think that, I can see this, or I can visualize this, and I can bring this into my life. And sometimes I realize that what I'm visualizing, I have got that, but that is not right for me, or that did not serve me well. And that's where I sort of took a step back and literally pondered that maybe visualization definitely works, but I have to be very careful about what I'm putting in my energy to even bring something in my life. And when it comes to a profession, that where exactly you want to go, the way people think about it is that, okay, I want this figure salary, or I want these many people watching me, or I want these many followers on Instagram as a brand. But I think for me, the way I have actually changed the whole thing is, uh, for me right now, what I'm visualizing is that I should be one with my craft. I should be able to have so much of knowledge and insight. And, you need to really go deeper in whatever you're doing and become one and synonymous with whatever your talent is, because then everything just follows. Like everything else is just byproduct. So I guess that's what I right now am manifesting in my life, that I should be flooded with so much of insights and value and knowledge, that I should be able to serve well, and I should be able to contribute well to my best capacity.
Okay. So what does that vision look like? Do you have like a plan or steps of how you're going to continuously just, get all that knowledge, that value, that inspiration, all these different things? Or what does the vision look like for that?
So the vision is definitely very big. I mean, if you want to ask me how the end product looks like, to be very honest, I don't know. I mean, okay, let me be very candid over here. I really want Oprah Winfrey to make a comeback on the television, because she wants to get on an interview with me. That is the end product looks like, that, Yash, I have made that sort of mark in the world, that I can be there. I have literally I can, she's one personality. If I look up to someone, she's one personality that in my really stressful times of being utter clueless, that is one person that I used to hear a lot. I used to look up to a lot. And I guess she somewhere in my subconscious has been etched so well, that I think for me also, that is one thing that, Natasha, you really made your mark once I am able to achieve that. And talking about plan, if I have a plan, of course, I mean, you can say there are stages. I would still assume that I'm on stage one, and I'm doing everything possible in that stage one right now. I'm coming up with the podcast with one of my fellow coaches. I am trying to build a community, a mastermind of our own people, so that where the kind of value I have got when I was in coaching, I want more and more people to actually get good opportunities from. I am putting out my videos. I'm also, sometimes I also do a bit of free coaching, like you can say a mock session. I am trying to reach out to a lot of small corporates and universities where I can actually give mock sessions to students and these entry level professionals so that they can understand better right at the start before taking that big plunge, that is it something that they really want. So you can say these are like all parts and branches of my stage one.
Okay, that's really nice. So I guess the next thing is like, what does success mean to you?
What is?
Success.
What is success? Okay, very good question. Success for me is at any given point of time, I should have the liberty and the resources to exercise my choices to my best capacity. I think that is what success to me looks like. That uh, tomorrow, no matter what, I should never be in a position where I have to compromise on my choice because of something. It should never be like that. I should always be equipped with resources and by my own standards that I can pick something and live it and take it to the next level to my own best potential. I think that's what success to me looks like.
Okay, wow, that's really good. I'm really glad that's your definition.
Thank
It's
you.
really nice. So,
Thank
are
you.
you working on any like special projects? I don't know. I think you're talking about your some of your mark programs and different things. But do you have anything that you like to tell everybody who's watching about? Or
In particular, anything that I think right now, to be very honest, at present, what is keeping me busy is actually my podcast only. Like right now, that is because we guys are building it up right from the scratch. So that is one thing that right now all my energy is focused there. That along with my mastermind project, because these two are being like simultaneously, I'm juggling between both of them. So these two are the things that is taking all my energy right now. And so that ways, I'm very I wouldn't say random, but that ways I'm very mindful of that. Okay, let me just finish this
mm,
and then look at the next step, because I don't want to overwhelm myself thinking about that. Okay, no, this is this, and then we have to do this. That I guess just takes a lot of mental strain on you. So rather than doing that, I look at things which are there right now at present that I'm dealing with. That what is the situation right now? Once I do them and I do them well, because I want to reflect as well that how good was I, or what should what different I should have done, and then so that I can plan my next stage or next step and maybe improvise or maybe subtract something from it accordingly.
mhm.
So I mean, I believe in that, whatever you have right now, just focus on that and then move on to the next one. Yeah.
Cool. So, how can more people find out about you, or maybe when you launch your podcast, people can go and watch it?
Sorry, you're not audible.
I
When
said,
I,
how can people go to find out more about you so that once your podcast launches, they can watch it or listen to
Oh,
it?
superb. So, uh, you can find me on all the social media platforms. I'm available on Instagram by Coach Natasha Singh _official. I am on Facebook by the same name at Coach Natasha Singh. I am on LinkedIn, Natasha Singh. So yes, and I'll be on Spotify and Anchor and all different other platforms for our podcast. So yes, and as soon as the podcast come out, these are the platforms where we'll be going to talking about.
Mm.
So looking forward to it. I mean, really, I'm so thrilled right now. I can't contain all the excitement that I have.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too to be able to go and touch more people and really help people become inspired.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was really amazing talking to you. It really
Yeah,
is.
it was really fun talking to you and getting to meet you. So, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule. I know that you had a lot going on this week, so I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. It was, I've been actually looking forward to speaking to you. You know that, I mean, we had to prepone and postpone a bit, but I was literally looking forward to this call when you contacted me. And thank you so much for actually having me here, because I really love conveying it to people that sometimes you just really need to take slow, no matter how much time it is taking right now. It's not that you are getting late. It's just maybe you might be a little early in the process. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So Thanks so much. And for those watching, if you would like more content and interviews just like this, I recommend you go and check out the links in the description below to our group, where it's basically a mastermind of, positive people who are constantly trying to change their life and helping others to do the same. So if that's you, go ahead and click on the link in the description, either above or below the video, depending on where you're seeing it. I cannot wait for you guys to see this. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed creating it. Talk to you guys soon. We're done recording in 3, 2, and where's the stop record? And